Welcome, welcome. We're back on our adventures. Last we left off, we got the rock crystal again. So we need to go get the ice crystal. And he's in Gridania. We need more corrupted crystals, and we've only gotten wind and fire. Hopefully this one is the right one. Greetings and salutation, Miss Akari, I presume. Sina informed me of your adventures in the Old Ports. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Though as Professor Lambertine is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of the science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing properties you seek could be found in abundance at the staining course following the calamity. Alas, that's no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the 12's Wood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones. Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in 12's Wood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested. And I'm reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. Quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... You couldn't care less about all this, could you? To the point then. Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and I have precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. Simply place its true heart. I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of Spriggan's lair, and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. We gotta stab it. Stab it with a knife that we don't have, because I'm a monk. You know, never mind. Like what I was gonna say is a lot more, Oh, I took the wrong exit, didn't I? Oops. I meant to take the farther exit. No, now looking back on it, this might have been longer. Do I have more food? Way more left. It might have been longer. Maybe I should have just taken the L. Oh well. Too late now. That's the exit I wanted the first time around. Closer. Maybe it would have been faster. Who cares? We live for our choices. Those are Spriggans, these things. Like the hold rocks and ores and what have. Hello. Man, this whole goose chase just to come back to Gridania. That's where I started. You think this whole goose chase could have been cut short if we were just told what element I needed? And, you know, just said, hey, I'm looking for a corrupted crystal of this element. But no, we have to go through this whole goose chase. Wild goose chase. Ah, pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait, what's that? What's that god's awful smell? My word, that is breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. Ugh. Also, I see you weren't averse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. The thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the ward pot we once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth-aspected aether. Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected aether. Worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. You're right. That was in poor taste. Beg your pardon, Hikaru. I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lambertine? Something about a man named Marquis. Apparently the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed that crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? It would reflect poorly on me and my research if it were used for evil ends. Ah, well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become Professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. We need to kill a primal. Garuda to be attacked. Oh, sits upstairs. Wait, no, he's not. Where's Sid? Oh, he's all the way outside. Oh, I'm fine. Greetings, madam. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? Yes. All repairs and modifications have been completed. Hikaru, once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. I'll run some tests to be sure, but this looks exactly what we need. Worry not, Hikaru. I see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship. But mark my words, soon it will become something greater. Something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. Until I see something that's eye level greater than 50, it's probably not gonna be better than a monk gear. These are all eye level 50, so anything greater than that will be good. According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it's only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically insignificant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive. Mayhap it is better that we remain positive. Hikaru, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting me in developing this plan, for everything. You've helped me rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I'm not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be. But I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand. All good.
There. She's ready.
Ooh, voice. They made trouble speaking.
She stirs.
Thank you, Mark Lewis. Appreciate it.
To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
I still can't really get over AR voice acting. It feels so off. It feels very, very off. Look, I can't deny the importance of AR. AR is important in war building.
Damn it. I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you.
Never heard Sid English. Also different. AR voice acting gets different.
Just how long have I worn these damn goggles?
They changed the whole VA crew in Heaven's Sword. My very, very first run through of this, I had
Yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days.
Oh, looks very different.
The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father.
Except Sid isn't even that old. I'm pretty sure he's Sid in his 30s. Like current Sid. The white hair is very deceiving.
Born and raised in Garlemald.
$32, yeah. I remember it was somewhere in the 30s.
It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye?
Like Quistis in Final Fantasy VIII being shown as some super professional secretary, but he's only 18. No, I have a confession. I've only played 16. 14 and 16 is the only Final Fantasies I've ever played.
When did
Actually, never
meteor
played any other
become your
Final Fantasies.
everything and your loved ones cease to matter?
I loved 16. I need to go get the DLC because I heard that's going to be coming. Or did it already come out? But yeah. I love 16. There's a very big difference in narrative in 14. 16 was a lot grittier as well. Reminded me more of grittier storytelling. Which 14 does have at certain places. Not a lot. Yeah, Final Fantasy hasn't been averse dark themes or grittier.
You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not.
Even in 14, you'll have some side quests that are very dark. I remember there's one of those like yellow quests, I believe. I had in Stormblood. I had talks about self-harm. Uh which you wouldn't really expect in 14. And Walker weapons.
Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man with an all-consuming obsession.
Which weapons are you talking about? Are you talking about raid tiers? I mean, the raid tier was kind of the story-wise, it was kind of screwed up. If we're being fair. Oh, emerald weapon. Those were in Shadowbringers. Yeah. Those were also pretty messed up. Yes, if you actually like read into them, yeah, they were. That whole storyline, that side storyline, was very not so happy. I enjoyed Endwalker. I think Endwalker.
And so I ran, left the Empire behind, and came to Eorzea,
Okay.
where I built the Iron
I
Works.
will say Shadowbringers as a standalone DLC by itself, I still believe is the best one. But Endwalker did a very good job on encapsulating the 10-year story. I think it was a very good wrap-up to what they did from ARR onwards. But as a standalone expansion, I think it is behind Shadowbringers, at least for me. That Shadowbringers storytelling was just really good. Heavensward's also up there. Heavensward was really good. Very good storytelling. Very good thematically. But I know Card did a very good job on putting an end to the whole storyline. From AR, Heavensward, the Stormblood, the Shadowbringers. A very good job. Very excited for Dawntrail. See what they're gonna do with it. It's a complete new story now. This game is very bright. I do often forget how bright this game is.
Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles.
It's very bright.
Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people,
Oh,
each with
2
their own
a.m.
hopes and dreams.
You're more than
People
likely
worth saving,
in
and so I fought
somewhere in
beside
Central
them.
Europe, huh? Or that's like CEST, or not, Central European time, usually. Somewhere there. Ooh, I see. Ish. It's cool.
I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose.
All the way into East Coast in Canada. So, 8 p.m. for me.
I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home.
Canada's a nice country. Poutine is what we're known for, huh? The heart-stopping food. Honestly,
I had
such a guilty
forgotten
pleasure.
How wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pure-blood Guardians have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess.
Yep, maple syrup and poutine. Although, not quite sure that would mix too well. Poutine already uses gravy, but putting maple syrup on
The
top of gravy,
Enterprise was made
well, that's
for
a lot.
this, to carry Eorzea's protectors into battle.
Poutine is gravy with French fries and cheese curds.
I am
Mix those
proud
three and
to
you have
be able to
poutine.
call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alfinord, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden.
Gravy and chips. Yep.
I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
I don't think Garuda expects visitors, said. Yeah. I believe a big explanation of why Sid had the amnesia was the trauma of Cartano. It's very natural for traumatic events to have memory blockers, put it simply. A very common occurrence. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Hikaru, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. Howling eye. Oh yeah, that was like the big explanation. Yes, this amnesia bit because of Cartano. What happened in Cartano, his failures, deaths. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. Both preserve. She's huge. As I live and breathe. Over there, look. Why'd they kidnap the other beast tribes? Amalja and Kobold prisoners. But why would the Ixal bring them here? I forgot she does that. I forgot she laughs like that. Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we have come to put an end to your reign of terror. Hear you this blasphemy, my children. These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind. You may not take to the skies and slip your defenses. We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength. They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Very graphic. Wow. Dude, they look nothing like birds, but they're supposed to be birds. Like, where's their feathers? Over here, and they're like they have 5 feathers on their arms? They're like featherless birds. Slay the unfeathered ones. You're basically unfeathered, man. Slay the unfeathered ones we shall. As an offering to Garuda, they will serve. They're self-conscious about their lack of feathers. Hey look, I have a feather on my head too. Leave the Ixal to us, Hikaru. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail, Hikaru. Remember, you fight for the Scions. Oria or Zia. This form would die by my own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. I will say, I do like the Primal's version of Fallen Energy. The one that plays in the Ultimate Weapon Ultimate version. Then again, I do generally like the Primal's music. Ow. Hey! They make me work for a positional. Oh shit. Oops. I forgot you can't. You have to actually walk around them. Oopsie. I probably shouldn't have redot there. What what's that, 8 seconds? Hmm. Oh, that's what I should have redotted. You need to actually break these feathers in particular. Eventually we'll be able to hit her. This thing just get summoned in this one? I don't remember. We got... You can interject stream? I just noticed that. It had the red marking thing. It means you can interject that. Well, Bird is dead. I feel like Garuda takes less time to kill than Titan. But how in the hells? This is my realm. We have no hope here. None. None. Did you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers? I thought they were supposed to kill the Ixal. They did a terrible job killing the Ixal. My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning, mortals. For those who would use my crystals to awaken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God. He likes to say he a lot. He ha ha ha. They say that a lot. She does. Of course, worship. So long as the Ixal keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. That was kind of your job, you know. Well. Well. They're not doing a very good job again. No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, Landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon, the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment. The desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from a tempest. And then I will take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wood. Tremble, immortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine. All mine. You, Landwalker, you who dare to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins, not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, Landwalker, to your last breath. I was gonna say, what dying and life being the same thing? No, no, I claimed you. You should be mine. So we just took our crystal. Oh, there's a wedding crystal. That'd be all 6. What? What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. Sorry, you're not part of the main character. You don't get to win. That's how this works. Not part of the script.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die? We've done it! Ah! Impossible it is!
Kill you all!
Is that all?
Oh, Gaius.
Oh,
of the vortex, almighty Garuda. Of all primals, the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
How does he have a gun in his wrist?
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
How is she still alive is what I'm gonna wonder.
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty Freed brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
Oh, we kind of killed Titan and Ifrit. So,
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to. No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
so how come they're not just attacking Gaius?
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire! It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
Aleg? Where's the E? I thought it was Alag, not Aleg. Where?
No! No! No!
Well, ultimate weapon just had some chicken.
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
And also, hey, I made an ultimate for this, huh?
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
His sword is so long. Oh my gosh. Guys, his sword is humongous.
Have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed.
The
That
ultimate
poses
weapon.
the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend, for we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
The first introduction to the ultimate weapon. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Hikaru. Shortly after the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw. But I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Pertaining to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god so long as that weapon exists. Truly, a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. Free Wing Knight. That's a funny name. That's a good achievement name. This past time that we returned to the Waking Sands, to leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be a dishonor to the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Rise like a phoenix. Game coils isn't a mandatory to do. Why are you leveling an alt? Why not? Oh gosh, or Veil. Why not? I don't know, I'm not quite sure if we're doing split runs or not. But if we thought about doing it before. On this tier. But a couple of us didn't have alts ready, me included. I do think my group is interested in doing split runs, but I'm not quite sure. The big reason was I just wanted to do the story again before Dawn's show. Be nice to have the story ran through one more time. And if I do split runs, it's better to have a new character rather than doing New Game Plus. So that's like killing two birds with one stone. The Sid have to say. I had no idea, Hikaru. I can only imagine how you felt when you returned that day. You know, when they were all murdered. Tell me, Hikaru, does odd here strike you as odd? I see signs of a recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the solar. Wait. Who goes there? Now, Ida. Is that any way to greet a friend? Alphino, Hikaru. Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when... I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it, it was when I came back and I saw... Ida. The church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start. If Shola hadn't been here to help me. Shola's here too. Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Capilimo and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Shola thinks they were taken somewhere else. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals. One that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his elegant weapon may be, he would doubtlessly desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know of the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh, yes, of course, whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. For now, I say we rest. We're still very early into this MSQ. It's Garuda. Oh, 40 something. 42? 41? Fairly early still.
Hear, feel, think.
Oh, it's this again.
Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Y'shtola. Oh, I see you and Alphonor are safe. And Sid. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louisoix guides us still. You do not see us undone so easily. Not now, when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona. Castrum Sentry. Alright, let's do this. Let's go and rescue Minfilia and the others. An Imperial Castrum. Was to be expected, I suppose. Guys may have called it a weapon of ancient Alleg, but I saw extensive Magitech modification. You just jump from one conversation to another. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, even under normal circumstances. Breaching the defenses of an Imperial Castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure this stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy. And if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durndare. He is stationed at the Observatorium Curtis. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Oh, we're back here again. Back to the snowy north. Like I'm going back home. We're back to Canada. Yeah, Observatorium's library. As mentioned before, there's no aetherytes here except just this one central location. Go south for Observatorium, west for White Brim. Whether this was intentional or not sure. I don't think any things are just spaced out anymore. At least I don't. Maybe there's some that I'm not thinking of, but hopefully not. Oh, your portal lane. Ah, Hikaru, the woman who unmasked the heretic in our midst. Both do I owe the pleasure of your company. You're an associate of Y'shtola, but of course, Lord Jolmont confided to me that you are a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Casham Sentry, what interest have you in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being held into the cashroom. A Hurrian woman, an Elysian man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 female and 1 male. It's them. It has to be Minfilia, Urionche, Papolimo, and Tataru. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Kurthis not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogaden and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rogaden and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dresses, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue. Hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge, those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Hikaru. Soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed. And if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Casham Sentry requires substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. If as have been suggested, the Guardians took our fellow scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the echo. It seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time of study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not scions, nor do they know aught of the echo. As Lord Portelaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. You know, I never understood why one of Sid's goggles are broken. One side's cracked, the other isn't. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands a culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, in which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord. Rest assured, our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. I actually don't even know how to... I still don't know how to pronounce the name. Ritatin? You depart for Castrum Occident at midnight. You will command the Western Front in Vilbrand. The Eorzans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command to half our forces to a... I have given you nothing, Prefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Missed. Yes, my lord. My quarters. 1 hour. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Abalathia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Shola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by the way of Desmail Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Briselt, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Very interesting to hear different local gods. A little sayings, they say. Very interesting. Yeah, we'll hand in the Desmail Darkhold as all. That's all. Welcome to Desmail Darkhold, built to withstand all Dravanian ploys and plans. There are natural caves behind me into House Desmail began to enlarge, connect, and fashion them into a stronghold. Alas and alack, the void sent struck, interrupting the work. Alas. Then, in the confusion, Garleans infiltrated the keep. Alack. All in all, 'twas a fine mess. The Garleans were eventually forced into a retreat, of course, but the void sent remained. And so the fortress goes uncompleted, a home for abominations. Woe was us. Yet the war with the dragons raged, and we have no knights to spare for this noble mission. Even I am here, strictly on a very long lunch break, arranged by Sir Carlo. Please see to these abominations, Madame. Adventurer? Madam? Why do you say Madam twice? I have such prowess with the paperwork. Should you require the aid of that sort? Why do you say Madame Adventurer Madame? That's just weird. You stand before Desmail Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. A letter from Lord Portalain. They have come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst the wharf and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, say. Let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Orm Vale. situated southwest of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Pierre Mons. He shall be able to assist you. Oh gosh, Ormvale. I still don't like that dungeon, Ormvale. I hate that lockshot level 49. A lot of tanks can't even use their invulns unless you're a warrior. And it just makes some pulls a lot more effort than it should have been. Yeah, I'm way over the level. I don't think I'm gonna get over leveled crazily. Imperial airship. I saw it approach to land with my own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Rough orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Guardians who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness in order to alert our forces I returned to our post. To find evidence that someone had been there in my absence, whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail, decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. Well, these don't look one large and one small. Those kind of look like normal footprints to me. Also, how's it even possible to see where the next footsteps are? Like, if that wasn't shining, how would you ever see this? Not like they put more footsteps there. Also, they take the tiniest steps. Look at my footprints. They take the tiniest of steps. Oh my. Aside from the fact their footprints are very... Wait, what happened to one of the footprints? Why did it, like, suddenly stop? He's under the bridge. Hello, Mr. Bridge Rat. Bridge Troll. We're so cold. I want to go home. Well, please don't eat me. I'm not nearly so succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Hikaru, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Guardians were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monstrous gaping maw. Rice! And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs, he isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Track down Wedge. That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? I see. But it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all tongue lashes he gives Wedge, he's always taken care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but we have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Yashtola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. There I hope. Was that Master Garland you spoke with? After 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive. I feel better now, Hikaru. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Is there a tower all the way there? Very odd location, just put a tower. All the way west, that doesn't really lead much of anywhere. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. How are you feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. This plane you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. I'm fine now, thanks to you. But I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold, with Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Hikaru. But do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. A Verginian gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I will not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it Fury's Gaze. It may be worthwhile to investigate. I make the suggestion only because your friend seems like the selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. This place is important because of the Mark of Fury. Alone's mark is here. Where? Somewhere in this cave. I'm not gonna AoE. I'm gonna aggro that thing. I have enough enemies, so I don't want to add on to it. There is some mark. I have no idea where it. Somewhere in this cave, there's Halone's mark symbol, but don't know where. Hikaru, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose. seeing as he was trying to lure the Guardians away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? We can't give up, Kara. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who'll listen, and hurry. Biggs' chance of survival grows slimmer by the moment. The Notorious Biggs. I would say the quest names are very clever. I like them. They've always been like somewhat very clever. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say. He's not to be found around here or the vicinity of Darkhold. It is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danafin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. Wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I nearly broke my neck when I slipped into a tumble. Oh. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna do that right now, actually. Yeah, thanks for the word of warning, but I'm ignoring. Fast way down. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Ah, Hikaru. It is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has a right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. He's not alone. Kill them all. How do they have more of these damn robots? Vanguard. What the... Bro, home gang's OP, I can't do anything! What the... How's that 10-second stun allowed? That's kind of broken. or however long home gang was back then. My thanks. Another moment and I would have. He has been too long in the cold. Must find shelter for him. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Aw, I love reunions. I didn't go through a dungeon, alright. Find out. Starting to question how long I didn't have food on for XP. Well, I don't even think I went for a dungeon. Went into a dungeon. Cannot thank you enough, Hikaru, and the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We're a family, are we not? Well, yes, it's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owed a lot of you my life, and you've saved Wedges too, Hikaru. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Biggs, Wedge. Gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you. It's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Alphino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. Must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand though. How did the Guardians get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flames should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question. That day, when I returned to the carnage of the Waking Sands, I noted not a miss in horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this I concluded that the Guardians came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Ascians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't really say how long we were aboard. When the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfili and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Castrum Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years. It was probably moons or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So, risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. In the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That will have been Biggs' handiwork, like as not. You always are resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Hikaru, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Ophelia and the others still want for rescue. Alright, you lots. Garland Ironwork is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hoorah! You know, I wonder if these ships also follow actual airplanes. Altitude control is actually in cargo hold in certain aircrafts in real life in airplanes. Kind of interesting. Either it's a coincidence or they actually did some research of how aircrafts work, I guess. Which is interesting. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. God knows we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. Let us reconvene at Revenant's Toll in Morgana. This is as good a place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east and south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Morgana. Right here. Sideworm Vale. How do I get to that world map again? Mortona's all the way down here. More or less the center of everything. Britannia over here. Dandelions over here. Just Limsus over here. Curtis over here. Mortona's in the middle of all of them. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did I hear rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry, and you want to rescue them. I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected. If the Guardians were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. You must act with the greatest stealth. It has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. With security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I have a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? We'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few set of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzans would think to use our technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I recommend you speak with Laumont. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire, and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I have no doubt that he'd want to be of aid. Eden and I shall reconnoiter Garlean activities at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had a chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Hikaru. Do this. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you are not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Ishtola. You're beginning to remind me of Hapolimo. Hello. Looking for Glaumont, are you? Well, have you found him, whoever you are. Eh? You're looking inside Casham Sentry. You need my help. Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. We have friends at Casham Sentry, but want for rescue. That Slaftborn knows me too well. You can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on our opportunity to get back at the Horsons. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folks from captivity's right delicate business. Single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. Can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond a shadow of doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left angle. Stand there, never mind all the marble, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipe coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, you might be, as you can, eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once you know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going and Godspeed. This guy's very committed on his hatred. Darlings. We'll use that word. Going through my head to figure out what word to use. Being attacked by all the local fauna. I hit all of them. Hit 3 of them. Faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be deaf-mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. Ellison gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mythical power, something we guardians don't have. Mystical power, like the kind beastmen use. How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. The footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. How convenient. It's good to see you again, Hikaru. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So, Minfilia and the others are indeed at Casham Sentry. Our presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberties of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Good work, Hikaru. As Alphino has already told you, we plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Galamont is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparations of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. While Galamont goes about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they were short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communication jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, the voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. The hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystal to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Whatever plasmoids are. That little blue ball looking thing, but what they are. Hope that thing doesn't turn around. No dagger did turn around. God. No point thoughting that one. Get died before thoughts actually anything. You have the readings. Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose. But I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Hikaru. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan is to have you enter Castrum Century all decked out in Imperial duds. But disguise is more than just clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything. I could teach you to salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Century and watch the Imperials doing what they do. We'll be going back and forth a lot. Just need to make sure you don't get licked by the little toad. I need to remember to summon my chocobo. That's all. Nothing to report, sir. We've received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. We saw it twice and we can do it. Be fair, they're not the most advanced. Very simple. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial salute? No. Bet you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. You're called Hikaru Kari, yes? I've heard of your plight from my friend Glaumon. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Century, you and your comrades must disguise yourself as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniform and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The forfeited areas before Castrum Century never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, 1 for each member of the infiltration team. Biggs, Fudge, and yourself. When you have what you need, Please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Ah, yes. Kill them and take their uniform. They will surely notice that 3 soldiers are missing. I hate those frogs. Just minding my own business and I just get yanked. Oh, heck. No, why do we need to kill 3 different ones? For uniform and a helmet. They'll wear a helmet. They'll wear a uniform. I can't leave. Oh. We're able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment. Damaged, as I had suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helmets are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Agenolf at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's house splendors should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not, we have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy. That's the nature of your mission. A lot of people don't like Garlean. Oh. For good reason. Pointless. So you're an adventurer Sark Malark sent, are ye? I've been waiting for ye, and let's see what ye got for me. I see. Ah, yes. I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor. Took good care of old Agenoff back in the day before I fell in with old Rowena, he did. Do you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did. But I suppose he always felt adventuring's life calling him. But here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold you horsebirds for a moment or two, and the great Agenoff have your gear looking good as new. And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind you. But from what I hear, that's not your priority. And do send Sark Malark my regards, will you? Not wrong. Actually, does do battle. Like, level 1. Like 1 defense. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. Great Eganolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even Legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces. Lest you fear, the Guardians might detect your foreignness. Foreigners, in fact, form the greater part of the Guardian invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates a new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. This way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands the territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part of the mission is done. I'm full glad to have been assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer. One who desires only to act in the best interest of the realm. Oh, there's 7 defense. Wow. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. Took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Casham Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's goal. I opened to coax some Imperials out of their shells. I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Ain't far from the truth. No, come think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up until now. What you need to do is approach one of them patrols, dress up in your shiny tin suit, and alert them of the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near as Revenant's toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. They do need a bit of extra encouragement. Use this smoke signal here. Filched fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that. And when the Cavaliers arrive, hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along and don't forget to salute. 1 second. Cat is screaming again. I'm back. My cat usually just wants the window open. I don't need the gear on. Why? Oh. My cat likes to go at night. Have to win. And he likes that's a couple. My goodness. One of our covert operatives, are you? Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter. I will not have it said that I was remiss. You, return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should aught go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. My goodness. I'm not interested in fighting. Fool me twice. I hope you don't mind me joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it'd be best to be on hand. There she is. This is the place, but where is the enemy? Sir, over there. Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Robots going down. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a gift chocobo in the beak. It does seem rather worse for wear, doesn't it? Biggs, Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course. But looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way the legs are buckled. Hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. But aren't those things protected by thick armor plate? They are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh. Mumble mumble in cart chocobo. I heard that. A hall has been set aside for our use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Hikaru. I thought it was on fire. How'd they stop the fire? Kind of impressive. It was on fire and they just stopped it. The magic tech armor. Soon the others took it inside. Go on in and join them. We've now had the time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to former glory in no. Give those two something to mend and they will think of naught else till the job's done. This is a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. Repairs are proceeding apace, but it shouldn't be long before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in the Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordona, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. As I believe the chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find replacements. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Thunderhead maintenance engineers of Castrum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. Do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. To substitute the Magitech core with a Mammoth heart. In case you don't know, a Mammoth heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modification to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate Mammoth heart with the Goldsmith Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in the order of, oh, you don't mind playing the bill. It's for a good cause. Where do you think I have the money to do such things, huh? Oops. That is how you world visit. That was not what I wanted. Hello, Serendipity. Hello there. Come to collect the Mammoth heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. Taking the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphinaud's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his servant would be coming to collect it. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphinaud has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the Mammoth heart. May it serve you well, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. Nope. You're told that Alphinaud is a rich. Well, at least his family is. the wake of the calamity, the 14th Imperial Legion occupied what remained of Castrum Novum, eventually rebuilding and renaming it Castrum Sentry. The stronghold contains immense manufacturing and storage facilities, and it is the primary supplier of material for Imperial forces stationed throughout Eorzea. Consequently, it is heavily defended. Infiltrating it will not be easy. Nevertheless, it is necessary. Want to go in? It hardly needs saying, but try not to be seen. You have the mammoth heart. Can't wait to see if it works. Bruh, thank you so much. This is magnificent. Must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge. Credits of Alphano. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. Without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magic Tech Armor, engage. Or not. Haha. She just needs a love tap, I'll wager. Yes, yep. She's alive. Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Hikaru, would you care to do the honors? How do you even get on one of those? Why'd you got tossed onto one, but how do you even climb onto one? There really isn't like any place to really climb. Hop into the pilot's seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like to try to climb that tangle of crystals yonder as far as you can go. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. No anomalous movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and sprint north quickly as you can. Please don't turn around. Why? Leg joints absorbing all impacts without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Hikaru. Oh, please, please, please. Stop. Oh my gosh. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. That concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, you can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be. And I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech Core serves only to conduct impulses, Mammoth Hearts enable automata process information collected by the sensors as feelings. Maybe she doesn't feel like part of the team. In which case, we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Click. Daft as it felt, it gave it my best. I welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were we expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silly. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times, wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of a worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wait, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. Just doesn't seem convinced. Could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials, they've come for the armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by the Garland Trader. And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. All for reinforcements. The hell as you will. We've located the stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond. Respond. No use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Bloody hells. Hikaru, protect the armor at all costs. Hey. Where you going? Keep them away from Maggie. He named it. Chief, look, she moved. Ah, now she deigns us to grace us with her presence. Took us a good while, but we're finally ready. Time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. There, the finishing touches. need to get protected. The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding it. But enough of that. Let's see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is good as new. We're as prepared as we're like to get. How go your preparations, Gar? We leave as soon as you're ready. Blaumont, you came. I thought I'd give you all a roaring send-off. This is the least I can do for fine men and women who are about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman, a smile never far from her face. There was a sister too, pretty little thing. Gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor. My mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best as they could, but I knew. And the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around a gorge not far outside the wall when they caught up with us, and rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. But some years after that, I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then that I'd get revenge on the Empire and become an adventurer so as to hone my skill and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes and you've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. Give us too much credit, Glaumon. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, it's more important than that. In any road, after you've got your friends back, you're planning to go on after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But some tells me I won't be going hungry for a while with with everything you've got planned. Are you sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hands, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm afraid I must decline. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some as would call me a craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming. See, not swordplay. Helping folks like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Let's not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Rhalgr give you strength. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Casham Sentry, just outside the stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. There is another example of an Alamegan that has been wronged by them. Quite a common occurrence. And obviously not the first of its tale. Happens a fair bit and happens often. And of course, you can assume the worst. How they treat their prisoner, as I'll put it. As well put it. Forgive me for saying so, but you look rather fine in Imperial Black and Crimson. Definitely your colors. But now is not the time for jests. Let's review the infiltration plan. Ashram Sentry lies just beyond. Oops. I did not mean to skip that. Alpha and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we're able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as a patrol returning from duty. Should Alphano and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Be ready to beat hasty retreat. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, unless you wonder, Ida and Yastrola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alpha and I attract too much attention. But the approach of the Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless if memory serves. Wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You best be off. Good luck, Hikaru. May the 12 keep you. I guess they don't really care about the pants, huh? Like, they're in uniform, my pants are not. But I guess they don't care, huh? Hey, you got a helmet and a shirt on. Close enough, man.
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all, yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning. Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
Have it so copy paste it, right? Oop. Damn it. Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you there. So engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too if had the tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? I mean, you haven't heard? Only the infamous Signs of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when you next pass that way. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Occidens, are you? Welcome to Castrum Centurion. What? Prisoners? You've heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no. You're summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eorzea's defeated heroes. Now show a bit of enthusiasm, we'll have you reported. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there, and oh, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know the one I mean. Eh? The swivelant blonde. Goodness, no. The Lalafellan lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her up into my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? He is after Tataru. What the heck? What's this? You need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? At the tribunus' behest, you say? This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my Lady Roth. Take my identification key. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded. Security is tight just as we expected. We're gonna need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. That was so easy to get a key. I don't feel like the key should be that easy to get, but you know, boy. That sound. No. Infilia and the rest, thank goodness, are safe. I'm the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I'll take my own life and you shall answer to your mistress. Tataru, we must do something. You risk laying the entire Castrum know we're here. Ah, you're right. We may not have a better chance. It's the third squadron. What is it? A Reaper. Seized. When? And this came to light only now? The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need to scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. What the? Strike my last. Eliminate the intruders. Look, I'm trying to get the shackles off. You know how long this takes? Takes a very long time, alright? That's gonna cancel me. Oh, too late. Oh, you think they would not be right beside everyone? Hikaru, I was so scared. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But, thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? Beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answers. Let us away, ere the window to our liberty closes shut. True, we don't worth Thancred. What'd you say? Escaped. And recapture them. Fail and I shall have your head. And what have we here? The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an Ahriman. Yeah. Oh, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Accursed scions, how did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castrum walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your own vehicle. Your soul is just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. No wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would ever be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amidst the freight like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words for our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. This is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing. Livia Sus Junius. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends and we'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. We take you to your guard. More intruders. Protect the tribunus. Found it. Eat up with me. After them. Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady. Discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, no, no. There they are. Fan out and surround them. Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No, Wedge, don't do it. Oh no. Hikaru, hold them off. I'll look after Minfilia and Tataru. Still can't get off this damn armor. Whatever. Maybe I can. Okay, cool. I need to make this slower than it has to be. I actually don't know where it is. Found it. Ah, yes. Just punch the machine. High-tech machinery, yes. Well, I'm just punch it. Where the heck did you come from? Oh, that's funny. You can make them lose a cast. Oh, that's where he came from. You make them lose a cast if you just walk past them. That's funny to me. Oh, another one? Fear the unknown foe. Too late for that one, my friend.
Take the leader, kill the rest. What the?
The Ashtola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Papolino, Minfilia.
Ida!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too.
The reunion must wait.
Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
But there's no one in there.
Alright, there is no one.
This is Sid. Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
One, 2,
3.
4.
I never count to 5. How do you land on that? There's a thing on the roof.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
What in the 7 hells?
Oh no. It's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
Oh,
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo.
well, ultimate weapon is not very different from ultimate weapon.
The Alagans used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius!
Look!
There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian. An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him. Thancred! He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be!
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
Oh, that answers to why they knew where the location was.
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind? Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No. No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Cryle, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn.
forgive me if I seem brusque. The item I requested, is it ready? Wonderful! I'm sorry to press, but we need it urgently. How soon can it be delivered? I am in your debt, my friend.
I'm listening to what Minfilia is saying. Talking to Cryle.
But the battle is far from over. And so long as we stand together, there shall ever be hope of victory. The people of Eorzea falter for want of such hope. Let us provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
My regards to Grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Where is that exactly? Elle's take, the Black Wolf and his new toy. Rally all available force. I want them to move. I want them ready to move on my word. And relay slave friars in the order to sail. That's all. The Maelstrom Shrines ready. What are the flames? Ready as we'll like to be. I need only give the word to Royal. Has there been no word from Ishgard? None. Dragons have got their tongues. Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth, if not this? And he claims a fury for his god. This bad cop. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf Ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action, not less than the fate of Eorze hangs upon the decision of this council. Van Baelsar claims to wield the power to smite primals. Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon me for my bluntness, but I like not these choices. That is too great a decision for any one of our nation alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. For it but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let's pray for the wisdom to do right by all. Thancred's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our. So long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eorze will never know peace. Let's go to the Alliance leaders, Hikaru, and help them make the right decision. Grim tidings, Hikaru. It seems the word of the ultimate weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the fragrant chamber and are deliberating their answer even. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorze, not deliver it. And the leaders must be aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Hikaru, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. To the landing area. And we also need to go one floor down. Hustling strip. Hello, Bartholomew. I need entrance in. I wish you could thunderclap to them. Save me so much trouble. The Council of the Alliance leaders is presently in the progress fragrant chamber. I must ask that you step away from the doors, man. Sorry, you're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. 1,000 pardons, man. Of course you may enter. You not know that by now.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Baelsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, What meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say.
Right.
Nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready
Fine.
to fight.
Hello, Suchi. Oh.
Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing.
How are you doing?
My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Rauban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent.
Doing okay. Weather is warm today, so I guess summer is coming. Yeah. Well, I prefer it not to be too warm. It becomes such a
Our
problem.
enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being?
I also work outside. I still have my land. And working outside in 40-degree weather is not fun. Sometimes the summers here do get whatever 40 degrees.
While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The scions of the Seventh Dawn, alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Man, we took
Admiral!
forever.
I fear you are mistaken.
Took forever to get here, huh?
Alfinord, Minfilia, and seven hells! Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Raoban?
Cid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war.
You know, I didn't think that staff would be wood. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was like a crystal or something, but it's made out of wood. What?
Yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland.
Sounds so
Ever have
hollow.
we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change.
Again, I don't know if she's ever fought. I don't remember if she has ever fought.
Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
Maybe she does fight. I just don't remember. I've seen Raoban and Oeb fight. Or at least I remember those.
Worthy of a founder of the Alliance.
I don't remember Connie said. Really don't.
Raoban, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well.
Bit of backstory. Raoban is from Alamiga. Has been taken by his context. Previous line.
How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round. On account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
They burned ultimatums.
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the Waking Sands. We will send word anon.
Going to the Waking Sands really the smartest idea. Already been attacked once there. Going back there is really the smartest idea. Not quite sure about that one. I'll sneeze, washroom. I'll be right back. Okay. Anyways, back to the Waking Sands. For some odd reason. Surely we won't be attacked again. Going back to the place. Oh. My shift number, I don't know, 14. I guess they have guards this time around. Immortal Flames. I guess that's a bit more soulless. I don't know what they even have to say. You may have surmounted this latest trial, but the worst is yet to come. We must remain focused. We will not see our efforts wasted in futile regret. And as for Dankred, he and I have much to discuss. Instead of gratitude for his rescue, Papalymo called me a scatterbrain. The next time he gets caught by the Empire, I'm leaving him to rot. That's not nice. I did not intervene that Garlean soldier may have done for Ida. Lowering her guard in the heat of battle as though she were on an evening stroll. How much of a scatterbrain can she be? Well, at least we cannot fault her for being inconsistent. The counter-offensive to come will require the total commitment of every allied nation, as well as flawless forces. I pray the council understands this. And you guys are just gonna send me there anyway. I understand you gave our fallen brothers and sisters a proper burial. Sure, they appreciate it. When the Empire is beaten and all this is over, let us visit them at the church. For many years, I dedicated my life to the research and development of Magitech, unable or unwilling to see the repercussion of my work. And though I have since left Garlemald behind, its scientists continue to build upon. I fear that this new weapon may be another example of that. An ancient relic enhanced with technologies I created. Yet even should that be the case, it would still require a brilliant mind to... No. No, he didn't. What's next on the agenda? We're ready to get to work. You hadn't said a word to me since the rescue. Was it all for nothing? Talking about Tataru. He loves Tataru.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
That is true. We lost Tancred, who was
We haven't
usually
a
the
moment to
Ul'dah.
waste. All right, let's do this.
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him enthralled to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows.
Now, technically speaking, this is the first time we learn about this. No, we don't know this already.
That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah, he would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm, and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
I still wish the character would say something.
As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light.
The Warrior of Light never really says anything. Ever. Like, we have dialogue options, but never voiced or anything.
What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons. I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, It is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are she, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends, let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
Ah. Wow, I'm actually lacking in XP still. That's impressive, actually. Wow. I mean, I suspected that might have happened, but I didn't think it would. That makes sense. I should have done something, done anything, but I didn't. And now Abba and Ollie are. I will not let it be for nothing. I will earn this. Assuming they are dead. Primal fear. Friend to the dawn, hear my plea. Tidings most ominous arrived from Gridania. A primal walketh the shroud. Those who have borne the eldritch spirit witness and returned to tell the tale. Avow that never before have they seen its like. The gods' quiver doth investigate as we speak, and Museum's Bowlord Lewin would welcome a capable adventurer's helping hand. Pray he thee to the seat of the first bow and shine thy light upon the matter. Old English is so hard for me. It hurts my brain. In the Archers Guild. So you become an archer. Or a bard. Well, same thing. Bard's the advanced job. Archer's the baby job. Hello, Lewin. Akari, I've heard of much of your deeds in recent days. You come to lend your strength to the primal investigation, yes? Your aid is most welcome. I shall proceed directly to the matter at hand. Though still unsubstantiated, ill rumors stir amongst the town people of late. Rumors of a shadow-clad knight who rides in a shroud. Under normal circumstances, I would pay such idle ghost stories little heed. This time, however, we have reason to suspect. We have naught to gain by rushing to judgment. I would have you go to the streets, Akari. Speak with the people and hear their words with your own ears. Talking about Odin. A knight donned in black. I believe it's also a field boss, if I'm not mistaken. The Ghost Knight. I saw him, clad from head to toe in armor that seemed forged from shadow itself, galloping through the shroud atop his hell's-born steed. Mark my words, the trees themselves were quivering in fear that night. I have not slept a wink since I returned. But yeah, that would be Odin. Yes, I saw the Black Knight, after which I promptly fled for my dear life. Should you end up in my position, you'd be wise to do the same. I have my pride, but I'm not fool enough to cast my life away. Besides, one look was enough to know this is a manifestation of pure evil. Were he to turn that massive sword against Gridania, all our lances, as one cannot hope to stand in this. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Iya? It's just scared, I guess. But don't sneak up on me like that, friend. Forgive me. Ever since espying a glimpse of that ghastly horseman, my heart won't stop racing. I knew the elementals would punish us sooner or later for daring to disobey their will. This is surely a sign of sinister happenings to come. I saw him clear as day, or clear as night, he might say. With me own 2 eyes. More fearsome than the rider was his ghastly steed. I know not where ye've travelled, but I can assure you ye've not seen more frightening a beast. One thing I can tell ye, friend, that was no spectre or shadow. Nay, he was as solid as you or me. I should also do my hunt locks. These things. They also give XP. Not enough to level me, I don't think. But I might assume that you've been doing them and level syncing you accordingly. Might be. A knight clad in shadow-forged armor, a mammoth sword, and a hell's-born steed. It is clear now, our worst forebodings have proven most unfortunately prescient. A ghostly knight atop his baleful steed. It is as I feared. The rumors bear a most inauspicious resemblance to a reference in scripture, describing Odin, the dark divinity. It is my suspicion that a dark horseman of rumor is indeed Odin, and furthermore, that this malevolent presence is a primal. And yet before the god's quiver takes action, I would seek the counsel of our one versed in holy writings. Make for Quarry Mill and seek out Brother Oapesi. Oapesi? I would know what he knows, and be swift, Akari. If Odin is truly come to the shroud, time is not on our side. Sorry to tell you, but I'm gonna go do some hunting. You're gonna have to wait. I should get the XP. I think it is very... bomb should most likely be beside... whatever that thing is called. Copper mill mine? I remember seeing that there. Back toward the clutch. Wrote that on. Wrote that on. Orders. Oh, there's no bomb. Okay, there. Bro, why did everything get pissed off at me hitting a bomb? I understand the other bomb getting pissed off. Okay, sure. That makes sense. But why the heck did the little goblin get pissed off? I need one more bomb. Oh, there it is. Anything else at Giant Tortoise and Footfall? Footfalls, I believe it's down here. No, it's up here. The other one was where? Sins of pass on me. Okay. Giant horse. Okay. I think I know which one that is. Footfall. I'll just use Waking Sand. Wait, right. Okay. Or just is that thing right there. Oh. Yeah, let's see where leveling roulette has sent us. Oh, a fret. Right, I don't have demolish. Healer, alright. He's invulnerable, so there's no use hitting him. Also, I'll just get my... I used my thing by accident. See? Wonderful. Have a calm. You know, that was probably the best one for time purpose to get. It's the shortest one to get. That was a good stroke of luck. But might as well complete this log at this point. Might as well. I've troubled myself to come here already. Might as well finish it. At least this stage anyway. Pick 3 more. A giant turtle. They don't really have like a spawn point. They're kind of just like scattered. Man. Anyways, we need to go to Footfalls. More than likely it's too far. Well, this one's up here. A bloated bogey? Boggy? Those are up there. Those are behind me. Opposite way. Yeah. That's the bloated boggy. We'll just sink it. It's actually faster. And going deeper down. Should be all of them. The other ones are not here. Yeah, those ones should all be behind me. Down here. Where exactly am I? Only doing this off map. That should be all on Western Thanalan. Let's go to Central. Central Thanalan, Black Brush, and the Clutch. Black Brush is where I'm going to be teleporting to. The Clutch, I don't remember. Alright. I'm going to go for a Cactus and Antling Entry. Where the heck is a Cactus? Where were those? Well, it has to be somewhere here. Oh, Cactus. Like just ants. Frankly, look too low level. What the heck is a cactuar? All jar up there. Not what I'm looking for. They're up there. There's the ants. That's also not my quarry. I found a cactus. Who even needs the thing? Where do I even head this in? Who needs it? Up there. Should be enough. Okay. Anyways, Cactus Dawn, Antling Sentry, the Clutch. Somewhere in this. Oh, that's where the cactus was. Now where are the ants? Okay, where are the ants that I need to kill? Oh, they're all soldiers. Where are the sentries? Huh. Are they up the hill? No, right? Oh, heck, anyway. Curious. No way. Are they actually? Oh, that's a sword. Oh. Where are all these soldiers? Where are the sentries? What the heck? There's nowhere else that's the clutch. This is the only place. In the cave? I actually don't know where they're supposed to be. I'm gonna just check the cave just because at this point. I have no clue where they are. Ain't because it's Blackbrush. Maybe this cave has? Does this count as a clutch? I don't even know. We'll see. It does. I'd be surprised if there's ants in here. Wait, does that count as a clutch down here? No, it counts as Blackbrush. Where the heck are these ants? I am officially stumped. I don't know where these ants are. Ow. Yeah, I got zero clue where these. Where the heck? Huh. I'm attempting to Google. Okay. Give me a sec. I'm now curious. Where the heck are these? Antling Sentry Station. What? How am I supposed to know that counts as the clutch up here? Bro. That is... Oh, it's... Is it a Blackbrush? Oh. Well. That'll explain why I'm looking at the wrong place. Oh, I see. I see. Never mind. It's me being stupid. Okay, back to Drybone. Rotting corpse, rotting ignorable, endless imp. Those should be up at... Where? I wonder where the imps are. I actually don't know where to... Oh, Drybone. Somewhere. Well, if I'm lucky, they're all... Oh, there. Should be up here. Visible city. Anything that makes sense. Somewhere around that. There's imps. pretty sure these should also be nearby. There we go. And there we go. Okay. We'll accept this quest and then call it there. Because I have work tomorrow. I should probably sleep. Well, we'll accept this quest. Hopefully it's not crazy long introduction to the quest. Hopefully. We're getting to the climax of our story though. Operation Archon. All present. Then let us begin. We have received the details of the impending operation. In what promises to be the largest single counteroffensive in the realm's troubled history, the Alliance will strike at every Imperial stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, the operation will be complex, but you need not commit its intricacies to memory. It is enough that each man understands his part and plays it to the best of his ability. The finer instructions you will receive at each staging point. To begin, let us review the distribution of our forces. From west to east, the Maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa and the Immortal Flames of Vulda and the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania. Next, let us examine the locations of the Imperial Stronghold. Near Limsa Limsa, we have Castrum Oscidens, situated in eastern Vilbrand, and Castrum Marinum, which lies to the south and east, in the midst of the Rotano Sea. Near Ul'dah, we have Castrum Meridium to the north, and the coastal outpost of Cape Westawind, which connects Castrum Marinum to the mainland by means of Magitech Transporter. Near Gridania, we have the Castrum Oriens, which lies upon the eastern edge of the Twelves Wood. And finally, in Mordona stands Castrum Sentry, a thorn in the heart of Eorzean. The forthcoming operation will see Allied forces assault each of the aforementioned locations, with the ultimate objective of destroying the Empire's new weapon housed within Castrum Meridianum. As one might expect of the Black Wolf's seat of power, Castrum Meridianum boasts all but impenetrable defenses. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from its sister stronghold. To do otherwise would be to risk being caught twixt hammer and anvil. The operation will comprise 4 distinct phases, all told. The first shall see us eliminate one of the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Raitatin Stas Arvina. According to our intelligence, the Prefectus is due to visit the Imperial outpost of Cape Westwind for an inspection. When he arrives, we shall dispatch an elite adventurer unit to eliminate him. Kar, we would have you lead this assault. Ritatin is a peerless field tactician. Shorn of his leadership, the garrison at Castrum Oscidens will be as a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castrum Meridianum, primary line of supply. Gosh, I need him to stop saying his name. As soon as Ritatin's presence is confirmed at Coastal Outpost, the Maelstrom will lay siege to Castrum Austin. At that very hour, Lominton Armada, helmed by the Admiral herself, shall move to blockade Castrum Marinum. Meanwhile, in the 12's Wood, the Order of the 12 Twin Adder will surround Castrum Orient. And they'll have the Sylphs to help them. Phrixio's been waiting for a chance to avenge these ones. Phase 3 shall see us neutralize Castrum Meridianum's defenses. Forming our main thrust, the Immortal Flame will march against the stronghold with all their strength. While the enemy's eyes are thus drawn outward, another elite adventurer unit shall infiltrate the Castrum. Mission to disable the Magitech field generator which protects the Praetorium, a fortress within a fortress wherein the ultimate weapon is believed to be housed. Hikaru, we would have you take the command once more. Meanwhile, the Order of the Twin Adder will blockade the railway which connects Sentry and Meridianum, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements from Mordona. Wise precaution. Monstrous locomotive which runs back and forth between the two castra is capacious enough to transport a small army, by all accounts. It is well the Guardians did not think to give it wing. Once Meridianum's defenses have been compromised, Operation enters its fourth and final phase. This will see the Mortal Flames enter the stronghold and suppress the remnants of the enemy garrison, allowing Hikaru's unit to pass unopposed into Praetorium, where they will locate and destroy the ultimate weapon. By this feat shall the operation be teamed. Right. My eyes. In addition to the Grand Companies, we can count upon the support of a variety of other parties, from the Pirates of Limits to the Monitorists of Ul'dah. In all, the operation will involve no fewer than 12 major factions. Legend holds that the Archons were 12 in 1, and 1 in 12. It is for this reason that our grand endeavor has been dubbed Operation Archon. Countless free companies have also pledged their swords, and more join us by the day. At long last, all of Eorzea is rising as one. As before, we Scions shall work in concert with the Grand Company, Ida, Papalymo, and Dola, to accompany your respective organizations on it. Orion-J, I would have you represent us in Ul'dah. Reassure the financiers that they have made a sound investment. When that is done, I return here and aid in our forces. Tataru, please assist Orion-J in any way you are able, and ensure that everyone is kept abreast of the latest development. In Philia, Sid and I shall accompany the main host in advisory capacity. It will be our task to analyze intelligence as it comes into possession, and make the necessary recommendations. As Alpino mentioned, you are to lead the elite unit of adventurers whose task it will be to see each of the Operation Archon's main objectives fulfilled. Yours is the most important role of all, and like to be the most dangerous. Pray choose your party well, and stint not in your preparation. The battle for the future of the realm is about to begin. Together, let us show the Black Wolf the power of a united Eorzea. Carry a port to the Immortal Flames encampment situated to the north of here when you are ready to be briefed of your first mission. I cannot stress this enough, but please be careful. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Okay. Well, to be safe, next time I rejoin this, probably do a lifelong roulette. We're nearing the end of the release for AR. The man on 14th is release time, the U14. Shifts come and go like ebb and flow of the tides. I am of the 15th. Interesting. Anywho, that's the end for me. Thanks for watching and thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you are. Bye bye.